Hey guys, it's Kelly. I've got a fun feel-good flow for you planned today. So if you're ready to get practicing, roll out your mat and let's get started. We'll begin in a cross-legged seat. So find your way to a comfortable position, whatever feels good to you in this moment. And close down your eyes. Soften the shoulders. Begin to tune in towards your breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Just observe how it feels in this moment. And with each breath you take, allow the next breath to be more intentional than the last. Feel the belly expand, even the lower back expand as you inhale. And as you exhale, feel the belly button drawing closer towards the spine as you deflate your air. Just inhale and exhale through the nose at your own pace, taking your time. As today we move through our practice to do what feels good in the body. So moving in all sorts of directions. Stretching all of the muscles. Having a little fun. Let's blink the eyes open, and on your inhale, reach the arms high towards the sky. Exhale, take a twist over to the right, gentle spinal twist. Right fingertips plant on the mat behind you. Gaze comes over the right shoulder. Inhale, back up to center, arms reach high. Take your twist over to the left this time. So not cranking into it yet, we're pretty early. Just being kind to the body today, taking your time as we open. Let's inhale, the arms come high. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Fingertips come forward, forward fold. Allow the hips to melt down into the grounding of the mat, of the earth. Soften the shoulders and the forehead. Let's inhale, rise. Switch out the cross of the legs, so whatever was on the bottom or in front, go ahead and reverse that. We'll inhale the arms high. This time, plant the right fingertips on the ground beside the hip. Get long through the left arm and then take a tilt over to the right. Nice left side body stretch. Gaze can follow the left arm. Keep grounding the left hip into the mat to really feel that nice side body stretch. You can walk the fingertips out a little bit more on the right hand. And then inhale, back up to center, arms are high. Left hand plants this time. Get long through the right side body. Find your tilt to the left. Again, you can crawl out the left hand if you have more space. Ground down through the right hip. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Inhale, come back up, arms come high. Plant the fingertips in front of the shins. Fold forward. Find your fold. Allow the upper body to melt. And then inhale, come back up. Good. And come into your tabletop. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Tops of the feet press down. Belly button draws towards the spine. On an inhale, press the mat away. Belly comes low, heart lifts. Draw the chest through the shoulders for your cow stretch. Exhale, round the spine. Send the gaze towards the thighs. Press the mat away. Imagine your shoulder blades are spreading away on the back. Good, cat pose. Now inhale again, cow pose, belly low, heart lifts. Exhale, articulate through the spine, cat pose. And we'll take this a few more rounds at your own pace. So inhaling as the belly comes low for your cow. Exhaling as you come back for your cat. Just moving with your breath. Whatever pace you're going is just perfect. After your last cat pose, find your neutral spine in your neutral tabletop position. Extend the left leg long on the mat. Press the heel back. Feel into the calf. Nice little calf stretch. And then shift forward. Find balance. Get light in the left foot. Stay flexed through the left foot to square off in the hip. Get light in the right hand. Maybe you reach the right hand forward. Our tiger pose. Breathe, find balance. Keep the belly engaged. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, elbow comes in towards the knee. Draw the chest, chin to chest. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, one more time. Draw it in and hold. Really hug everything in. Extend. Awesome. Right hand comes back. See if you can bend the left leg. Give your foot a tap. If your foot reached your hand, go ahead. Grab onto the inside of the foot. Kick the foot into the hand. Hand into the foot for your tiger bow. If not, just reach. Keep the hand and the foot reaching towards each other. Good, and then we'll all extend to our tiger. Lower the hand and the knee back down. Switching sides here. Right leg extends, stretch the calf. Shift a little forward, hover the right foot off the mat, get light in the left hand. Tiger pose. Breathe. Hi, Garfield. He's always got to make an appearance, you know. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, elbow draws in towards the knee. Give it a little crunch. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, draw it in, hold. Inhale, re-extend. Bend the right leg, send the left arm back. Give it a tap. Boop. See if you can grab a hold of the foot. And then kick the foot into the hand, hand into the foot. Notice if you're shifting backwards and shift the weight forwards a little so the shoulders stacked over the hand. And come back to your tiger. Release the hand and the foot back down. Find your child's pose for a moment. Allow the forehead to rest on the mat or stack the palms. Just breathe. As we build a little heat in the body, the breath becomes a little more elevated as the heart rate rises, so calm it back down. You can extend the arms if they left. Come back to your tabletop, tuck the toes under. Press the mat away as you begin to hover the knees up off the mat. Find your turbo dog here, so knees are bent, belly comes towards the thighs. From your turbo dog, bend one knee, then bend the other. Just alternating heel presses here. And then come back to your turbo dog. Belly and thighs come close together. Press the mat away. Roll the triceps in. And then begin to straighten through the legs. Good. Send the gaze forward. Inhale, wave forward to a high plank. Adjust your spacing if you need to. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward, high plank. Good. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts high. Exhale, shift forward to plank. Step the right foot forward. Lower the back knee, shin, and foot down. Inhale, rise up, low crescent. Breathe. Straighten through the front leg, palms come down, fingertips towards the mat. Runner stretch. Good, crawl the hands forward. Hands frame the front foot, tuck the back toe, step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg reaches high this time. Knee to the nose, step the left foot forward. Lower your back knee, shin, and foot down, rise up, low crescent. Other side, just warming up our hip flexors to start and our hamstrings. Straighten through the front leg, fingertips come down to the mat. Breathe. Inhale, crawl the hands forward. Again, tuck the back toes, step it back. Downward facing dog. Send the gaze towards your fingertips, come up high on the tippy toes, tippy toe, all the way up. Feet are hip distance. Bend the knees, forward fold. You can take a ragdoll here. Grab onto opposite elbows. Gently sway side to side. Release the head. Release the grip on the elbows if you have it. And slowly we'll round up one vertebrae at a time, allowing the head to be the last thing to come up. Shoulder blades draw up and back. Good, let's bring the feet together. Big toes touch heels, come open slightly. Stand in your mountain pose. Energize through the fingertips. Standing with purpose and strength. Inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Fingertips draw towards the shins. Find a flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, press through the feet. Rise all the way up. Arms reach high. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the fingertips, step the right foot way back. Find your lunge. Inhale up halfway. Plug the shoulder blades back. Gaze just in front of the left toes. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward to high plank. Exhale all the way down to the mat. Untug your toes when you arrive. Elbows hugging tight by the body. Inhale up, baby cobra, a little lift here. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. Exhale, release. Inhale up, baby cobra once again. Exhale, release. Tuck the toes under, shift back to your tabletop. Downward facing dog. Breathe. One inhale through the nose. An exhale through the nose. On your next inhale, right leg lifts high. Step the right foot in between the hands. Find your footing. Feet are hip distance apart. Inhale, hover the hands. Gaze is just in front of the right toes. Good. Plant the hands, step it up. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press through the feet. Rise up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Bring the feet together if they're not already. Inhale, arms come high. Make steeple mudra. So pointer fingers come together, thumbs cross and interlace the rest of the fingers. Inhale to prepare. Belly button comes towards the spine and then take a side bend over to the right. Hips come towards the left. Softball under the chin. Keep breathing. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, draw a line down the left side room, stretching the right side body. Can you straighten the left hand, the left arm a little bit more? Yeah, come on up. Good. Interlace the hands behind the lower back. Start to straighten the arms, shine the chest towards the ceiling. Gaze comes towards the ceiling and then bend the knees, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Allow the hands to lift from the lower back if they'd like, stretching through the shoulders. And then bring the hands to the lower back, release the palms. Inhale up, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, left foot steps back this time. Inhale, halfway lift, a little faster through our Sun Sal A. Plant the hands, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale this time, halfway down, chaturanga, shoulders higher than the elbows. Inhale, flip over the feet, over the toes, press down into the tops of the feet and the hands. Exhale, roll over the toes. Lift the hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Step the left foot in between the hands. Hover the hands up off the mat so you're in like your lunge here. And hands come forward. Step forward, down, forward fold. There we go. Inhale, halfway lift. Find length in the spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, press through the feet up, rise. And then exhale, hands come to heart center. Bring the feet together, big toes touch. Sweep the arms high, sit back and down, chair pose. Weight comes into the heels. Belly button draws in. Bring the hands to heart center. Inhale to prepare, and as you exhale, take a twist over to the right. Maybe the left elbow comes to the outside of the right thigh. Maybe you keep it more towards the center of your thighs. Wherever you are, just be mindful of what your body is telling you to do, and that's just where you should be. Unwind, come back through center. We're still in our chair pose. Take your twist over to the left. Breathe. Unwind, forward fold, release. Hi, Garfield. He just wants to practice too today. Okay, buddy. I know. Okay, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back, downward facing dog. Good. From here, right leg lifts behind you. Exhale, draw the knee forward, knee to nose. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Ooh, could you give it a tap? Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Fallen triangle, right side of the foot comes down. Spin onto the left foot. Left sole of the foot, left arm rises. Gaze comes towards the ceiling. Nice. Unwind, plant the left hand down. Right leg sweeps high. Step the right foot forward. Inhale, we'll rise all the way up. Crescent lunge. And breathe. Bend through the right knee. And let's take a twist, open up to the right. Hips stay where they are. We're looking to the side of the room. And then exalt your warrior. Right hand comes down, left arm is high. Breathe. Good. Come back through to your crescent lunge. Hands come to frame the front foot, straighten through the front leg. Exhale to bend, gaze forward, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, straighten, knee to nose. Inhale, gaze comes forward, bend the knee. Exhale to straighten. Bend the knee once more, plant the left hand, open up, take a twist to the right. Right arm lifts. Good. Wimble the hand down, step it back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, halfway down, chaturanga, or all the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog or baby cobra, your choice. Lift the hips, press back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Left knee to nose. Crunch it in. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Spin onto the sole of the right foot. Kick the left foot out. Right arm comes high. Fallen triangle. Breathe. Good. Plant the hand back down. Spin onto the right toes. Inhale, the left leg reaches high. Step it forward in between the hands. Find your balance and your footing, then rise up, crescent lunge. Breathe. Take your twist to the left, open up, wide arm twist. Exalt your lunge here. Maybe the left hand finds the left leg or it just reaches in that direction. Breathe. Come back through to your crescent lunge. Cartwheel the hands down to frame the front foot. Straighten through the front leg. It's okay, buddy. Exhale to bend, gaze forward. Good. Inhale to straighten. Keep the hips square. Exhale to bend, gaze forward, lengthen the spine. One more time, straighten the leg, get a nice stretch here in the hamstrings. Inhale, come forward, plant the right hand, open up, find a twist. Cartwheel the hand back down, so you're in your low lunge here. Launch off the back foot, step it forward, forward fold. Separate the feet hip distance. Grab a hold of your big toe with your second and third finger, and then wrap the thumb to meet your fingers. So we're creating that lock. Breathe. Begin to straighten through the legs as you pull onto the toes. Maybe the belly comes towards the thighs a little more. Good. Release that stretch. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale to fold. Press through the feet. Root to rise. Arms come high. Exhale, hands draw to heart center. Beautiful. Bring the feet together. Take a moment. Close the eyes. Notice how you're feeling in this moment, moving a little quicker than normal. Maybe there's a lot of heat in your body, just bringing awareness to the sensations you're feeling. Bring all of your presence there. Blink the eyes open, inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, sit back in down chair pose once again. Hands come to heart center. From here, shift your weight into the left foot. Get light in the right. Bring the heel, right heel up towards the glute. And pulse it out here. Start to straighten through the right leg, almost going into warrior three. And then bring it back in, knees meet. And then straighten, knees meet. Keep the eyes focused on the ground. Straighten the leg. Shift your balance. Could you set the right toes down and come to your crescent lunge? Yeah, hands are still at heart center. You can check your feet, see if they need some alignment work, and adjust as needed. Then we'll spin the right heel down. Check your feet again. Heel to arch alignment. Warrior two. Open the arms. Breathe. Nice. Just little micro pulses here as we begin to open through the hips. Let's inhale, straighten the front leg. Arms come high, gaze high. Exhale, bend. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to bend. Inhale, straighten. Last time, stay in your warrior two. Flip both palms towards the ceiling. Gaze towards the back hand and tilt it forward. The back of the left arm comes to the inside of the left thigh. Open up, stack the shoulders, bent knee triangle. Breathe, really use that connection of the forearm to press into the thigh and help you spin and rotate open. Inhale, come back through your warrior two. Straighten through the front leg, pivot the right toes out just a little bit. Skandasana, back of the mat. It's okay if the right heel lifts, but if it plants, leave it planted. And we'll just crawl it out, back and forth a few times. Walking to the left and then to the right. One more time to the left. Good. One more time to the right. And then we'll come to center, forward fold, wide-legged fold. Breathe. Find a halfway lift. Hands come to the hips, rise all the way back up. We'll just switch sides here. Right toes point towards the back of the mat. Bend the right knee, warrior two. Adjust your feet as needed. Gaze over the right middle finger. Breathe, press into the heel. Notice if you're dumping the weight into your right ball of the foot. And send equal weight to the heel. Inhale, straighten the leg, arms rise, gaze high. Exhale to bend. We'll just pulse this out a little bit. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. One more. Inhale, straighten the legs, straighten the arms. Exhale, bend, stay in your warrior two. Flip both palms towards the ceiling. Send the gaze back to your back palm. Tilt it forward, back of the right arm against the right thigh. Press and open. Feel that nice left side body stretch. Keep the bend in the right knee. Good. Come on, back up. This time, Skandasana to the left side. And we'll pulse it out again. Crawl it over to the right. Over to the left. Use your hands if you need to, or if you want to amp it up, you don't have to use your hands. Good. Pause in the center after your next trip to the right. And fold. You can crawl the hands in between the legs. See if you can get your belly, your chest a little more in line one day with your legs. Remember, it's a journey. It's not going to happen today for most of us. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the left hand under the face. Inhale, reach the right arm high for a twist. Keep the hips square. Notice if one hip wants to pop open a little bit. Exhale, switch it out. Right hand under the face. Inhale, left arm rises. And bring the hand down. Fold once again. Hands come to the hips. Come all the way up. This time, heels come in. Bend the knees for our goddess stance. Cactus the arms. Breathe. Elbows drop back. Shoulder blades draw together. Sink a little deeper. And then inhale, press through the feet, straighten the legs and the arms for our star. Nice. Hands come to heart center. We'll turn towards the front of the mat. Left toes are towards the front. Hop the back foot in just a little bit, but keep the back foot at an angle, setting up for our pyramid. We'll keep the hands on the hips. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, keep the hips level as you begin to hinge through the hips, and stop where you feel yourself start to round. And then you can bring the hands down. If you have blocks, you can place your hands on blocks. If the ground's really far away, no worries. And then look forward, crawl the fingertips forward, rise the back leg for supported warrior three. Now listen closely. We're going to rise all the way up from our warrior three into our stork pose. So bring the hands to heart center. Slowly shift the weight. Stork pose, hands at heart center. Nice. From here, see if you can take a grip on that big toe grip we had before on the big toes. Left hand can come to the hip for balance. Could you straighten the front leg? Now, if you can't straighten your front leg and keep the grip, I want you to just hold onto your thigh. You can even stay in your stork pose this way or practice extending the leg. But if you have the grip, hold it out in front of you. If you come out, that's okay. Just come right back in. And then open it up to the side. Scoop the right hip under. You can do this also if your hand is under. Just open your leg up to the side. And then everyone close it off. Exhale. Release. Beautiful. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale. Actually, we'll sit back and down, chair pose, to balance out the other side from before. Hands come to heart center. Get light in the left foot, balance on the right leg. And we'll take a few pulses. Extend the leg, bring it in. Extend the left leg. Bring the knees to meet. One more time. Extend the left leg. Bring the hands down this time. Good. Supported Warrior three, just for a moment. Step the left foot back, step the right foot back. Plank pose. Exhale, halfway down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back. Downward facing dog. Tippy toe the feet in about halfway and walk the hands back. Inhale, press through the feet, rise to stand, arms come high. Exhale, back. Hands at heart center. So we're about midway on our mat. Switching sides, right foot, just take a step forward. For our pyramid pose, feet are hip distance apart. Left toes point out towards the left a little. Hands come towards the hips. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, hinge at the hips, start to fold forward. And when you find your edge, bring the hands down to the mat or blocks. Breathe into your stretch. Send the gaze forward, crawl the hands forward, come onto the tippy toes of the left foot, find your supported warrior three again. You know where we're going this time. Start to take a micro bend in the right knee as you rise slowly up for your stork pose. Slowly shift your gaze till you get there. Now either keep your hands underneath the thigh or peace grip around the big toe and start to straighten the leg. Right hand comes to the right hip. Now everyone will bring the left leg out to the left. You can keep a bend in the knee if you have your hand under the thigh. And breathe, the big toe to hand pose. Oop, bring it back forward. And release, great job, awesome. Shake it out, that can be a lot. We'll separate the feet hip distance, or more than hip distance, mat distance. Toes point out, heels point in. Setting up for our yogi squat or malasana pose. Hands come to heart center. Shift the hips back. Sink the hips down. Breathe. Press the knees open as you hug the knees in. So it's that isometric contraction here. Good. You can stay here in your malasana if you'd like to play with your crow a little bit. You can plant the hands shoulder distance apart, and you'll bring the knees high up on the backs of the triceps. Send the gaze way forward, because if you look at your toes, you're going to fall. So send the gaze way forward. Maybe you just stay here. Maybe you lift one leg. Maybe you lift the other. Maybe you come out. Maybe you try to take flight. So wherever you are, you're just working at your own pace. Breathe. Maybe it's just for a microsecond. Good. Let's sit back a little bit, flip the tops of the hands over, massage the wrists. You can go back and forth a little bit. And then hands plant once again, step back, downward facing dog. Option to flow, inhale forward to a high plank. Exhale halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Bring the knees down. Rest in your child's pose. Arms extended long. You can make a little pillow for your head. Inhale up, downward facing dog. Another thing that feels really good to some people, maybe not to everybody, but it's stretching our hips in pigeon pose. So before we get there, we'll inhale the left leg high, open up the hip, bend the knee. An option to flip your dog if you want to take your wild thing, come onto the sole, the side of the right foot. Left toes plant down and open up the chest. And then come back through. Inhale the left leg up once again. Draw forward, setting up for your pigeon pose. Left knee becomes behind the left wrist. And then slide the right foot back. Left heel is by the right hip pointer. Find your balance here. You can rise the arms. We don't want to rock off to one side or the other. And when you're ready, slowly melt forward. We'll be here several breaths, so you can take your time. We hold so much tension in our hips, our stress in our hips. So maybe you're feeling lots of sensation here today. I know I feel lots of sensation in my hips. And that's totally normal, as long as it's not pain. And there's a difference between discomfort and pain. You can breathe through discomfort. And over time and several breaths, maybe it will become just slightly easier. Then crawl the hands back up. Listen closely. We'll just swing the right foot around. Cross the right foot over the left thigh. Hug onto the right knee. Take a little twist, spinal twist here. Gaze over the right shoulder. Good. Unwind everything. Come back, downward facing dog. Step it back. This time, inhale, right leg lifts high. Stack the hips, right hip over left. And then if you'd like to take your wild thing, come onto the edge of your left foot. Right toes tap down mindfully. And then open up the chest towards the ceiling. You can even feel this nice stretch under the armpit. Good. Come back forward. Square off in your down dog, and then right leg lifts again. Right knee comes to the outside of the right wrist, and the right ankle comes by the left hip flexor. Work the left leg back. A little trick is tuck the toes, and you can slide the left leg back a little bit more. Square off, find your balance first. And whenever you're ready, then melt forward for your pigeon. I like to close the eyes here. And just breathe and surrender. Usually one side feels a little more challenging than the other. Maybe this is that side for you. Maybe it was the other side. Just notice and observe without judgment. Just know it's totally normal. Start to walk the hands up, and we'll rock off onto the right hip as we swing the left foot around. Plant the left foot. Hug the left knee into the chest. Take a twist over to the left. Gaze follows the left shoulder. Unwind back to center. Uncross the legs and extend them out long. Inhale, rise the arms high. Gaze past the toes as you hinge through the hips. Find your fold. It's okay if we round here. We're just cooling. Winding down after a class full of movement in different directions. Come on back up. And then however you'd like to get there, just lie down on your back. Feels good. Bring the knees in towards the chest. And keep my eyes closed here. Get a gentle rock from side to side. Extend the left leg on the mat. Hug the right knee in towards the chest. And then guide the right knee across the body, gentle spinal twist. You can extend the right arm straight. And come back up, knees into the chest. Extend the right leg down. Give a little squeeze to the left knee. And then allow the left knee to cross the body. Spinal twist, rock off onto the right hip. Twists are like the dessert of practice. So allow yourself to surrender and enjoy. Come back to center. Both knees come into the chest once again. And then we'll take our happy baby, grab a hold of the outside edges of each foot, shin, or ankle. Pull the feet down as you press the feet into the hands. Good, and then release. Find your way to your Shavasana. Extend the arms by the side body. Allow the legs to melt down. And we'll just take a few breaths here, but you can stay as long as you'd like. Just to reap the benefits of our practice and the work we did today. Start to stretch the legs long, reach the arms overhead. Good morning stretch. And then bring the knees in closer to the chest as you rock off to one side. Pause in the fetal position. Use the left hand to help you guide up towards your comfortable seat. And find your way there. Close the eyes or keep the gaze low. Bring the hands to heart center. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, bow in. Namaste.